What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Combat Sports Media YouTube channel. In this video, I'm going to be talking about breaking down and giving out a prediction for the upcoming Ryan Garcia versus Gervonta Davis catchweight fight. As you guys know, it will be taking place at the T-Mobile Center in Las Vegas, and it will be on Showtime pay-per-view on April 22nd. Which is coming right up. I was a little late with this, I apologize, and I also promised a field trip for this one, but there was reasons why this is coming late. Part of the reason is because I had a very difficult time trying to come up with a prediction for this one because it's such a competitive fight in my eyes. And also, no field trip for this because this is kind of a rush. I only came up with what I'm about to say about a day ago, so you guys will be getting a field trip soon, I promise, but it's going to be for another video. Now, Ryan Garcia, I believe he's 23-0, all right, and he's got like 19 knockouts, I believe. And he's probably, I don't care what BoxRec says, a lot of those measurements were taken when he was about 19 years old, maybe even younger. He's like 5'11" probably. Ryan Garcia could be about 5'11" in height. Has a longer reach than whatever is up on BoxRec because he's noticeably grown over the past 2 years since he fought Luke Campbell. So he's a big guy for the weight. They're fighting at 136, which is pretty much lightweight, only a pound above lightweight. And he's very, very fast. A lot of people say he's the fastest fighter they've ever seen. So he's very fast. He's got a killer left hook. He has caught many people coming in and knocked them out cold, and he's also set it up and opened people up for the shot as well. So he's very good at landing that punch. He's very quick and accurate with it, and he's very big and very fucking strong. The best opponent he's fought and defeated was Luke Campbell. Luke Campbell is a glorified loser at the top level, but generally speaking, he's an okay fighter, and he was a very good amateur. He was a gold medalist, Olympian, and that was the problem probably with him in the pro ranks is he never completely developed a professional style. So he's an excellent amateur, good fundamentals, not much power, but he was still able to drop Ryan Garcia. However, I don't know if I'm making a mistake, but I don't look too much into that knockdown. Again, I was at that fight, by the way. And, I don't look too much into it because of the way Ryan came back and reacted to it. I mean, we had guys like Felix Tito Trinidad getting knocked down in the beginning of fights many times, only to come back and knock the guy out a few rounds later, countless times. So to me, it's all about how you react. But, at the end of the day, Tank Davis ain't Luke Campbell. Tank Davis has a lot more punching power than Luke Campbell, and Ryan may not be able to get up if he catches a punch like that. Now, Ryan did campaign at 130 for a large amount of time. His best one at that weight is probably against Jason Velez. Now, Jason Velez and Luke Campbell are two of his probably best wins. And to be honest with you, I agree with Paulie Malignaggi when he says their resumes aren't as far apart as what many people make it out to believe. Now, of course, I believe Tank Davis has a better resume, but to be honest with you, when the Luke Campbell fight took place, I thought the resumes were either the same. If anything, the edge was to Ryan Garcia. It's only been within the past 2 years that Tank Davis's resume has completely surpassed Ryan Garcia's, with the wins over Rolly Romero and Isaac Cruz. Before that, the resumes were very comparable, and I do think that Isaac Cruz is a better win than Luke Campbell. So I do disagree with Paulie in that sense, but I'm just saying the resume thing. Tank Davis has a better well-rounded resume, but it's not by. I believe the media and the fans make it out to be more than it is. Now, Ryan Garcia, he has heavy legs. I've never really seen him use the ring or use side-to-side movement much. He's usually planted. He likes to come forward. And again, that fucking left hook. But since teaming up with Joe Rusin over the past 2 or 3 fights, 2 fights, I'm sorry, he's been with him with Dogboe, and with Javier Fortuna. So since being with Joe Rusin, I've noticed that he's developed a right hand as well. So I no longer think that Ryan is this one-shot kid. I think he can get you out of there with both hands, and he's throwing a good straight right hand these days. But again, I don't think he's the most well-rounded fighter. He's not a complete fighter by any means, and he does make a lot of fundamental mistakes, like leave his chin up in the air when he throws punches, and he likes to, do this to avoid punches sometimes. And against Tank Davis with those hooks, that's a bad idea. Again, he can't use the ring. I've never seen him really do that. He just likes to come in a straight line or move back in a straight line, and he's looking to land that left hook, but now he also got a right hand. His jab, sometimes I think it's good, sometimes I don't think it is. It's kind of weird, but again, not the most well-rounded fighter. He's looking to do the same thing every fight, and he can't fight on the inside as well. However, he's been much better at that than he was 4 years ago or 5 years ago when he fought Jason Velez, where he was just looking to clinch every time he got a foot within distance of the opponent. He's gotten a little better at conducting himself up close since then. So he's a left-handed dominant fighter. He's kind of like a not as well-rounded, not as experienced Nonito Donaire. He's looking to tall fighter, strong fighter, one-punch knockout, great left hook. Now, moving on to Gervonta Davis, he is a very well-schooled fighter. He's a very explosive fighter, and he is a one-punch knockout fighter as well, with both hands, just like Ryan Garcia. But he's very short. He's about maybe 5'5" in height, and good head movement, underrated defense. This past few years, he's been fighting kind of like Canelo, which is, come forward in a measured manner with the high guard, and make the opponent miss and make him pay with hard shots. And he doesn't throw much, but he makes them count, and he's very accurate. We've seen it in the Leo Santa Cruz fight where he was down on the scorecards, or seemingly so, and he catches him with an uppercut, knocks him out cold. We've seen it with, his fight with Garcia, his last opponent. Same thing, competitive fight seemingly. Was fighting at a measured pace, and then catches the guy, and that's it, done. Rolly Romero was fighting cautious, was fighting backing up, and he made him miss and made him pay, and that's all she wrote. So there's a pattern to what he's been doing lately, and I have no reason to believe that he's not going to try to do the same thing with Ryan, especially considering the fact that Ryan is a one-punch knockout fighter and the strongest fighter that he's yet ever faced. So yes, I do believe he's going to be cautious, and I believe that he's going to, Tank has said it himself, onto the prediction. Tank has said what's going to happen. He's going to drag him to deep waters and then drown him. So whatever happened with Santa Cruz, I see a similar strategy in this fight from Tank. I believe he's going to take it easy the first few rounds, gauge Ryan's power, work himself into the fight, and when he sees an opening, he's going to let Ryan get tired a little bit, especially, he's going to let that 10-pound rehydration clause take its toll. He's going to catch him with maybe a few good body shots, and, by the 4th, 5th, 6th round, Ryan will be significantly slower than he was in the first round, and that's when I expect Tank to gradually step it up, catch Ryan with hard shots, and get him up out of there. If it wasn't for the 10-pound rehydration clause, I may have still been favoring Tank, but I wouldn't be as confident. So there you have it, folks. I very much look forward to this, with or without this stupid rehydration clause and this catch weight. But, I'd rather get it than not getting it at all. I hope you guys enjoy it. This may be the biggest fight of the year. It's still a very intriguing fight, in my opinion, excuse me. And I'll see you guys soon. Thank you very much.